Well, hello there, YouTube. Well, all the crying wolf of the crazy windstorms and all that jazz finally caught up with us at about midnight last night, and out went the power. First, it literally sounded like a hurricane was coming through here. The roaring and the banging and crashing, and it was nuts. Woof! Out went the power. It was completely crazy last night. Man, I didn't know how this was going to come out. But we've been without power for 12 hours now. There was one moment at around, I don't know, it was about 4 or 5 o'clock. And we got a pulse at, oh, there it is. Lights came on. And so everybody's like moving about. Kelly, it lasts long enough. Kelly got a pot of coffee going. And anyway, all of a sudden I was going in the bath. I was grabbing all my lights and, doing my normal, hook them back up to charge everything back up again. And man, there was like 4 or 5 big pulses. Woof, woof. I hope it didn't destroy anything. Nothing's been on since. In fact, I haven't even pulled a generator out. I've been using the electric, the DJI and the Davin, the little small one. Oh, just keeping phones charged. Scared some mourning doves out of it. What is it, Sashi? The girl's been all good, hovering inside. The sun was actually out for a few minutes just then. That's what prompt me to come on out. So I was up, I finished my vlog and turned that thing live, and I was sitting there at my desk, and Kelly brings in a blanket, and so I wrapped the blanket around me, and something about 10:30, or yeah, no, it was 11. I was gonna think it was 10:30. It was 11 o'clock. I wake up. I was out cold. So it's just silence. There's no TVs, nothing. Kids are all huddled back in their back rooms in the back there and just being quiet. All they have is internet, and as long as their batteries last. But my the DJI power station there, I can't believe that battery. It's still at like 55%. And I turned that thing on, I don't know, it's probably 12:30 or so. It's been running the Wi-Fi and all the cords coming out of it, charging phones. The boys banging some stuff around. I got Danny going. Where is it, Danny? What are you doing? Danny boy. He's got the zoomies. But there was a casualty. Let's go check this out. So the barn didn't last. The funny thing is all the stuff was sitting inside there.
That sucker had to come up.
It looked like it went straight up and blew back. Because her little tables and stuff, everything's sitting on the tables just where it was. That's crazy. So moving stuff around, I'd see what the damage is and try to get it upright and put back down again. But that was the one casualty. Kelly's little decorative arbor thing got uprooted and threw out in the middle of the drive. Yeah, I see that. So that's the only damage so far. We all came out and erected the shed again. Man, it looks like it was in a car crash. It's crazy all the dents. It must have been floundering around back there, bouncing around. But the doors and stuff still open and everything's cool. We found some pallets to put in there to keep stuff off the ground, and just gonna let things dry out and then we'll put it back together. But look at that. What is that odd stuff? Blue skies. I came out here, it's still pitch black dark. I was like, 1 o'clock or something. I was coming out to see how things are going with all the crazy wind. See if the crazy thing is, both of the dog houses, they're just sitting on the ground. Both of them sitting right where they were. And but the Annie rut was completely full of water. It was just even with the ground. And that back area back there, the previous people had a garden back there, so it's like the lowest spot in the yard. That was full of water earlier. Remember, I've taken you guys out here with the monster trucks, and that the water was down, but it had frozen. I was out there goofing around in the ice and snow out there. That was a lot of fun. But anyway, might end up, I don't know. This thing can't go forever. I mean, they got to fix it. I mean, they had it on for about 5 or 10 minutes. Earlier this morning, like way early this morning. Woke the whole house up, when all the roaring and banging and stuff going on. Surprised there's not more things damaged, but I guess the highways are just littered with downed trees and stuff. And we called into work. They said there was places on the freeways. It was a mess. And anyway, and they getting all the stuff down to Vancouver too. There's some crazy stuff in Vancouver. Some customers of ours were posting stuff this morning, and trees down, knocking power lines, and traffic lights over at intersections and stuff like that. Just utter chaos overnight. Can't believe Coldwater Ridge, where I went and got Christy we're looking for that little cat, that special cat that her dad took her up there for a little fun outing. Took them to the visitor centers, and she's seen this cat and she wanted that thing. You remember I went up there to get it? It was where all the German folks were out there. It was a whole fleet of Harleys up there. And that's where there's a weather station at that visitor center. That's where it read 142 miles per hour sometime over the night as the record wind speed in the state of Washington. And there's other places that had like 130. Kelly had a whole list of where all the record wind gusts were. It was a gust, not a sustained thing, but that's crazy. That's hurricane weather there. But anyway, looks like we, for the most part, came out very lucky, other than some Christmas casualties, especially that, whatever you call that thing. It's all bent up and looks like the wires are broke and everything else. She had Christmas balls all over it, and I warned her when she was doing that. I said, it's supposed to be a windstorm coming, but that was over the weekend. We got a lot of threats of the windstorms, but we just got some gusts here and there. Wasn't much more than that, but she made up for all the false alerts all in one shot. Still no power. But Christy said she was reading as different people in different areas slowly getting their power on. So we're usually the last because it goes all the way up this highway up here. And it might have happened beyond us, but it shuts the whole thing down when they have a surge. That's the joy of having above ground power lines. That's all there was when I was a kid. Now everything's gone underground. Well, it's just like all our cable and electricity coming to the house itself. It's all underground. It's wild. We did have there was a power pole that was out there, and they took that out years ago. I mean, shortly after we moved up here. And that's when they put the fiber optics in, and oh man, that changed the internet forever for us here at home. But anyway, go inside. Well, welcome to 4:45 in the same day. The power came on, what was it, 16 hours later. And believe it or not, that little Davin, the 300 watt, that ran my laptop and iPad, charged Kelly's phone with it, and and some other stuff, and then the DJI power bank. What a rock star! That ran the modem, charging phones and iPads from the kids and stuff like that, so they could all have their entertainment. Never ended up pulling out a generator, although we were right at that point. Kelly was taking a nap and I didn't want to make a bunch of noise, so I was going to come out and because at this point I had no idea. There's no ETA when the power's going to come on or any of that stuff, so I was going to drag the Polaris out because it'll run 10 plus hours and get some heat going in the house. And it was getting to the point it was getting cool. In fact, I'm heading out here to turn the heaters on out there. I figured, well, while I'm standing out here, I might as well just give a quick welcome back to the day. Man, what a long day. But yeah, you have those. But something really cool happened today, and I had 10 minutes before it happened that I remembered. I go, Kelly, at 12:30. She goes, what's at 12:30? I said, you remember? Told you don't let me forget at work. She goes, oh my God. Well, we're not at work. It wasn't in my mindset. It was in my mindset, last night, before the power all went out. That was crazy. It literally sounded like a hurricane or a tornado passing through. It was nuts. Well, the coolest thing was, not that it was cool in the end, that it just lifted that thing. All her stuff just stayed right perfectly on the ground. So it literally got lifted up and tossed back. And then it rattled around between that old Yamaha boat that my kid left here all these years ago and the fence back there. And it looked like it was involved in a car crash. But anyway, I got to run inside right quick. What a very clean, you just have it in your house. Not mess with any gas or anything like that. That Darren and the DJI, I just had that and for just charging phones and stuff. And this was running Wi-Fi's and whatever little, nothing big, couldn't run, a toaster oven or anything like that with it. But so give you a clue. I was contacted by somebody with a name very similar to that, exactly like that. Kelly's a little flirty. She loves her little flirty. But anyway, talk about those little things that I say that you could have blown me over with a feather. I was contacted by somebody at Harley-Davidson, and with some talks in a phone conference. Kelly and I are going to be doing something with Harley next year, towards the early part of next year. I can't go into any details. And actually, since I talked to you last when I was outside there, I got an email. I was told that probably hear something by the end of the month, I think is what I was told. Well, I heard something today, literally like 2.5 hours after speaking with them. And yeah, it's going to be very exciting. Very exciting. And all they want is some full-length videos. Kelly and I are just literally bouncing off the walls. This is going to be fun. And the cool thing is they're inviting both of us. That's cool. And what the heck was it? Oh, I was against heard something rattle there. But anyhow, I was telling them, about, they watch the videos, so they know that's how it all started. Daggum, half a century ago. And man, it's just been something fascinated with always, I admit in my young teens and 20s, you know, I always admired and thought Harleys were really cool. But, you know, you're young and everything's about going full speed ahead. Well, nowadays, you know, with the Revolution Max and the Sportsters and the different ones they have, the Pan America, I'd be all about it. You know, but I wasn't into the cruisers or touring type bikes. But always loved and appreciated them. They'd come in the store and you know, I'd ride them. It wasn't my thing. It didn't go fast. But I always, I mean, they're just something very special. I've talked about this many videos about Harley-Davidson. Just, man, you know, their passion, just the employees and just who I was talking to today. I like that sticker on the Slim. That's too close for this. I've got the Action 5. There you go, see it. DJI, so they don't do real close-up stuff. Still got little bug splatlets from her last ride. I'm so excited. Kelly's just bouncing off the wall. She's just like, she can't believe it. So, exciting times coming. You don't wanna miss that. That is just gonna be so fun. And yeah, I wish I could go into details, but nope, can't do it. That's the quickest way to get yourself ousted out of something. What do you think of that? Harley-Davidson. Dadgum. Can't believe it. So excited, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, what's crazy is I went back after talking to you guys, and man, I sat down. I go, you know, I might as well just offload whatever I've taken off the camera, you know, and put it on the storage drive that I always do. And man, next thing I know, the whole dadgum day's gone. But oddly enough, it's just completely calm out there. But I guess we're still under a wind warning. Hopefully, it doesn't sound like anything severe like it was last night. Man, I mean, from like I was telling you earlier, there's like customers and stuff that posting stuff down in Vancouver. Man, it just rip snorted. I don't know how widespread that was, but out here I was wondering, you know, why it was just absolutely silent out there. And Kelly come across Facebook. There's trees across the highway. There's trees across the interstate. All kinds of crazy stuff going on. Anyway, I got both of those things charged up. I stow them in the little boxes they came with. DJI box. That little small thing, it's crazy how long that thing lasts. And, you know, where a shortcoming comes is when you try to, you know, push something like a device or something that uses a lot of electricity. And even with my, you know, well, MacBook goes forever on a battery, but doing all my video stuff in the middle of the night last night in the dark with flashlights pointing at the ceiling to reflect the light. That crunching videos and stuff, that burns them down pretty good. I think that iPad, by the time I was done building that video, I think it was down to like 55%. And my MacBook doing the different stuff, because I need both of them the way I do my videos and stuff. But I don't know where the MacBook was before, you know, because you know I don't keep it on the charger all the time. But it was like 75 or 74%, I think I remember seeing. And that's when I finally came out here and as things were going down, I just grabbed those, and that little guy charged my MacBook up, charged my iPad up, and Kelly's phone, and I think one of the kids had a phone that was dead, charged that thing up. You know, you pick that, when you charge them up when they're really low like that, it's amazing the heat that builds up in those phones. And you think, man, that thing's generating that much heat. You think it'd suck that, pardon me, I keep getting hiccups when I talk. You think that little 300-watt little sucker would just be whoop, gone. He's such a cute little guy. Or gal, whatever you want to call it. It's got a fan that blows through just like the DJI does. It's got that crazy light on the back. It's quite bright. That one weighs nothing. The DJI, I mean, for its size and its capacity, it's fairly light, but you know, lugging that thing from here out into the house, she's got some girth to her. Even that, you know, that 2200 Honda generator, it's in that bag, the gray bag there. I think it's 50 pounds or something like that. Maybe it's 46 or something like that. But you carry one of those, you know, with gas in it, which it only holds, I think, less than I don't think it's even a half a gallon. It's probably not even a quart. It's not. I took the sides off of it, showing you guys a couple years ago, and there's no size to it, but it lasts like 6.5 hours on a tank. And then the Polaris back there on the floor, that thing lasts 10 hours. And if you got light loads on it, but usually when we lose power, we have heaters running, so about 10 hours, 9.5, 10 hours with these kind of heaters going. You know, don't discount them little things. These suckers, I mean, I got these two in here and I got them at the lowest settings, and it's 62 degrees in here, just like right where I like it. And there's no fans running and carrying on, and these tend to create like dry air. They caution you, you know, don't sleep next to one or whatever in your house, because you may have to humidify your house and get too dry. But it's usually raining around here, so you need any dehumidifying effect you can get. But anyway, on that, I'm gonna roll out, give the mama, do a quick goodbye. Super, just like Kelly and I are just spinning over this thing, so this is gonna be really fun. And can't wait. I don't know if I don't think any details. It'll probably be something that when it's happening and I record it and post the videos, that's probably when I can talk about it. I don't know yet, but super cool. Folks that I'm talking to at Harley, just can't believe that they reached out to this old boy that just clunks out daily vlogs every day. And just I love it. Just, that's cool, and I'll do them proud. We'll have a bunch of fun. And man, so excited with Harley-Davidson. Just things that dreams are made out of. You know, probably the most influential, most recognized brand on the planet. And get to work with them. How about that? Anyway, I'm gonna roll out and get with mama here and do a quick goodbye out there on the porch. I'm gonna stow my battery charge banks, or whatever you want to call them, away. All right. Hope you like that news. Man, I do like it. Well, hello there, you two. Holy moly. One of those things you can't give details to, but
no, but it's exciting,
so excited
as all get out.
Oh man, this is going to be epic.
Oh.
Tons and tons of fun.
Yes, cannot wait till we can tell y'all about it.
Doing that with Harley, just like a dream, you know. Pinch me, we keep saying.
Yes, I know it.
It's nuts. But I wish I could go on and on about it, but I can't.
Yeah.
I just hope you're excited. It's going to be really cool. You guys have yeah, you're going to love this. This is wild, with Harley of all things.
I know.
Hard to talk about stuff you can't say anything about.
I know.
It just can't.
It's just going to be good.
You are going excited about
like
what, you know? Just need to stop going on about it, because
yeah,
it's gonna be irritating for you to not know, you know.
Yeah.
Just trust us. It's gonna be really cool.
Yes.
A lot of fun. On that, the weather seems really calm out here, but it hasn't rained in a while. Listen, it's just quiet.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Other than a jet flying over, And hopefully, I think the end of tomorrow is supposed to be the end of all the big wind and whatever. So they kept promising that thing for what has been a week now, and it finally hit early this morning.
Yep.
Boy, did it hit.
It did.
Man.
It wrecked a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. It was just a thrashing all the way from here down. I don't know. I'd hate to think what it is up north, because it seems like they seem to get more than we do.
Yeah.
I know it was all the way in Vancouver and Portland.
Yeah. It was crazy everywhere.
But I think we're going to roll with that. And we'll see you guys in the morning.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke tank, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Heck yeah. All right. Appreciate you watching.
Yes.
Bye-bye now.